Hi everyone, thank you for watching today's video. This is an exciting one. I'm doing my first update for my 2023 Project Pan. I started Project Panning last year and I'm going to continue it into 2023. I posted my intro video towards more like the middle of January, so I decided because I didn't get that up until halfway through January, I wasn't going to post my first update until the end of February, just so that I could have as much time as possible to make some progress on the items. The way I have it set up, I pick 5 items to be working on at a time, and it's a rolling style project pan, so when I finish an item, I will then roll in a new one to keep working on so that there are always 5 items going at once. If I do finish an item, I don't have a rule where I have to roll in the same type of item. So if I finish, a blush, I don't have to start working on another blush. I can pick any other product from my collection that I feel like I want to try and paint. So with all of that being laid out, let's jump into today's update. It's an exciting one. I do have one empty, so stay tuned till the end to see what that is and what I will be replacing it with. The first item that I will give an update on is the middle powder in my Hourglass Trio. I have expanded the pan. In my last video, I'll try to insert a video or a clip here. There was just the tiniest little bit of pan and I have expanded it. The way I've been using this is I'll take like a big fluffy brush, dip it in, get like a very, very light amount and just kind of like lightly dust that on as a finishing powder after I've done all my makeup. And then I've been using it also as my brow bone highlight. So that's kind of helped me expand that pan when I use it for my brow bone highlight. And then hopefully using it with that big brush, I'll eventually kind of flatten the dome a little more. You can see it's still slightly domed like on the front, but hopefully I can flatten that out by the next update. I definitely think this is going to be a long haul item, so this might be in the project for the entire year. I'm okay with that though, because if I eventually end up finishing it, I will be so proud and excited to have finished an entire palette. The next item I have been working on is my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. The packaging, all the gold's completely rubbed off. This is just the medium deep matte bronzer. There isn't really a lot of visible progress on this, unfortunately. I do feel like I can see, it probably won't show up, I feel like I have a little bit of a dip going in the upper part. But in general, I'm kind of surprised I didn't hit pan on this month because this is a mini-sized product and I had used it a number of times before putting it in this project, but hopefully by the next update I will hit pan. I really do enjoy this bronzer. It's a really good color for me right now. A little bit goes a long way, but you can also build it up without it looking too crazy. I am wearing it today and I feel like it just adds a little bit of warmth to my look, and yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing pan on this very soon, but I will just keep working away at this. My next 2 items that I'm going to talk about, I actually have quite a bit of visual progress on, so I'm really excited. The first is my Kosas Cloud Set powder. This I have really expanded pan from the last update. Actually, I don't even know if I had any pan in my intro. I think maybe I had just flattened out the dome, but I now have this much pan. There are about there's about 4 rings showing, and a little bit of the 5th one is starting to come through. I don't want to be too optimistic and say I will totally finish this by my next update at the end of March, but I feel like it's been going pretty quickly ever since I did hit that pan, and once I flattened out the dome, it's pretty thin what's left for the pan. So I don't know, we'll see. I bet next time if I haven't finished it yet, it will be pretty thin around the edge. So I've been really enjoying this. I put this in the project because, as I've said before, I've heard people say that the Kosas products do tend to expire or go off sooner than a lot of other products. I haven't noticed anything with mine so far, but I'm just really glad that I'm getting use out of it and getting my money's worth. And I really do like this powder. I could see myself repurchasing it in the future. Also, I have the shade Breezy. My next item is a lip gloss. It is the Buxom Plumping Gloss in Kimberly, and I was able to add a new mark to it. This is where I was starting out in the intro, and this is about how much I've used in the past month and a half. I feel like that is some really good visual progress. and it makes me excited to think that I could probably use this up in the next 2 to 3 months if I make that kind of progress every single month. I don't know if anybody's panned this before or Buxom gloss, let me know. I feel like I should be able at some point to pull out the stopper. I don't know how easy or difficult that will be, but I really want to try and do that with as many products as possible to make sure I get every last drop, get my full money's worth. This one I've been really liking. I wear it pretty much every single day. I have it on top of my lip combo today, which for my other lip products, I am wearing the NYX lip liner in Peekaboo Neutral and the Superstay Vinyl Ink in Cheeky with that gloss on top. And it's just a really nice neutral lip combo, and the gloss adds a little bit of shine, and it has that like plumping quality without being too intense. So I've been really enjoying this gloss. It's one of the oldest glosses in my collection, so I'm excited to finally be panning it. Last but not least is the item that I used up in the past about month and a half. It is the Rare Beauty primer. This is like a silicone-y primer. This is the mini size, and it just has the pump. I really enjoyed this. I like that style of primer with that silicone feel that kind of is a little more like blurring and pore filling. That's what I prefer over like a more tacky one. So this I really enjoyed. I'm glad that I used it up, and I'm excited to now replace it with something totally different. I do have other primers in my collection, but I don't have any that I'm kind of like itching to use up quickly. I kind of like all the ones that I have and rotating between them, so I don't want to pick another primer. So instead, I'm going to pick a concealer because I have a number of concealers going right now, so I really want to kind of finish one off so I can kind of clear out some of my collection and make sure things aren't going bad. But also, just kind of to give my project a little more of a boost, it is nice to use up things kind of quickly, and I kind of want to give myself something that's easy to work on that I think I can definitely finish either in the next month, if not the next 2 months. And it is the Catrice True Skin Concealer. I have this shade Warm Macadamia, and as you can see, I have quite a bit showing already around the tube. However, with concealers, I think there's always a lot more in here than what it seems like when you start seeing those air pockets around the tube. So I don't know if I can use this up in the next month, but I definitely think I will get to the point where I will be able to remove the stopper in the next month. And I really do like this concealer. It's a good color for me right now, and since I made so much progress on it when I put it in my Shop My Stash last month, I kind of thought, you know what, I'm kind of already on my way to finishing it in the next couple months if I were to keep it in my Shop My Stash everyday drawer. So why not just go ahead and try to pan it, and then I can kind of move this out of my collection. I've had this for maybe a year and a half, so it is on the older side, so I definitely want to use it up before it, I mean, technically it's probably already expired. Let's see. I mean, yeah, it does say technically 6 months on here, so it's been way longer than 6 months. But I feel like if I can finish it in the next month or two, that's really not that too bad and too far past the, labeled expiration. So excited to get working on this. I can't really mark it, unfortunately, because of how the tube is looking, but I guess maybe I'll weigh it and I'll insert that clip here of how much it's weighing in grams, and then next month when I do the update and maybe have removed the stopper, we can see the weight difference in the product, since it's hard to kind of tell in the tube. So that is my update for my 5-pan rolling style project pan. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it inspires you to go through your collection and find some items that you can work on panning this year. It is really insightful and helps me continue to understand and have perspective on how slowly it does take to use up some makeup items, and helps me with my spending and purchasing habits. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, all the things, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.